It's the end of America. 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 I've been saying to people, silver is still 50% its all-time high. Of $50 is $25. So the question is, if a can of tuna is $25, what does silver go to? And that's what I'm concerned about. But it gets worse. It just gets worse. Well, this is a guy, Jordan Peterson, he's a Canadian, and he talks about, he says, you think tough men are dangerous, and Trump was a tough man. But he says, watch what weak men will do. And this guy, Biden, is the worst I have ever seen. The man is senile. And today what's happening is Russia and China are now ganging up on the U.S. It's really a dangerous world right now. The man is senile. And today what's happening is Russia and China are now ganging up on the U.S. It's really a dangerous world right now. It's getting worse. I was a bit optimistic, but now we have the weakest, most corrupt government. You know, what happened to Hunter Biden's laptop? If the FBI loses his laptop, there's something really sick inside this country. And so that's kind of what I gauge all my macroeconomics on is, where is Hunter Biden's laptop? I mean, how can the FBI lose it?
On October 22nd, Nestor Hernandez walked into Methodist Hospital, Dallas. Police say the four-time convicted felon was on parole and wearing an ankle monitor when he went into his girlfriend's hospital room. She had just given birth to his baby. Police say he told her he was going to kill her and whoever walked in through the door. Police say he was pistol whipping his girlfriend when hospital staff went to help. We met up with her recently and she spoke exclusively to us, but asked we not show her face or use her name. Were you surprised that he did what he did?
Yeah, a lot.
She would not talk about the shooting, but did tell us she was horrified when she says Hernandez shot caseworker Jacqueline Paqua, who had walked into the room. You are about to see body camera footage of that moment. It is disturbing.
What happened? Hey, watch out, man, watch out.
Police say he then shot nurse Annette Flowers. Both women died at the hospital. Their deaths outraged the community and raised serious questions. Lawmakers and police demanding to know how a violent felon on an ankle monitor walked into a hospital, shot two people, and no one at the hospital or DPD knew he was there.
And I've said it, I'll say it before, ankle monitors on violent criminals don't work.
In 2015, Hernandez was sentenced to 8 years in state prison for aggravated robbery. He was released on an ankle monitor in October 2021 after serving 85% of his sentence. Had he not been released early, he would have completed his sentence on January the 7th, 2023, according to state officials. When we started to look into how these ankle monitors work, we learned there are actually two types used by the Texas Parole Board. One of them is a radio frequency monitor, also called a curfew monitor, that only shows when a parolee leaves the house and comes home. In other words, it's not a tracker. The second type of monitor has GPS and can track where parolees are. Hernandez's girlfriend told us he did not have a GPS tracker.
No, that one was a curfew one. He could only come out from, I think from like 7, and then we'll have to go back in, like, I guess whenever they would tell him, but it wouldn't like actually show them where, you know, he was at.
A report done by Texas prison and parole officials and released by Governor Greg Abbott's office on the investigation confirms he was on a curfew monitor, and the electronic monitor notifies a parole officer if he is not at his residence during prearranged time period. The monitor does not track movement. The report says Hernandez had 6 ankle monitor violations.
Whenever he would violate it, they would just call him, and then he would have just let them know, like, I was outside smoking a cigarette. They wouldn't go out there and just like actually check. They would just like call him and like, hey, why is the box beeping?
Statewide, there are 4,207 parolees from the Texas prison system on ankle monitors. 386 of those are paroled in Dallas County. The majority are on GPS trackers. We asked the company the state pays to run its program several times how many employees they have monitoring parolees statewide and in Dallas. We got no answers. We also asked prison officials, but they referred us back to the company. We also looked into how the state tracks those GPS devices. We found that even when a parolee has a full GPS tracker on their leg, that does not guarantee the state knows where they are or it's paying attention to individual tracking devices all the time. Just days after the Methodist shooting, Dallas police say this man, Zerick Jackson, was arrested in connection with the murder of Brian Dillard in Lake Highlands outside his ex-girlfriend's apartment. State officials confirmed
Now, I'm gonna take it
that
back
does
real
not
quick.
guarantee the state knows.
All right, before I run out of minutes on this joint, now y'all all know that this is just some bullshit, man. Here it is, you know what I'm saying? They trying to put the attention to this tracking device right here, where you know damn well I can walk outside right now and I ain't got nothing. See, this is what I you know, when people be talking that shit on your channel, tomorrow, leave your cell phones home, man, and they say leave your cell phones home, man, you won't be tracked and stalked. See, people that talk like that, they don't know nothing about gang stalking. You don't have no clue what this fucking program is all about. You got to understand that you are the tracker. You are the signal. They done already implanted you with some bullshit, got the nano in you, and they know where you at. I done already did that shit. Now, look, this is just some straight old bullshit, man. I got to talk low. What I'm trying to tell y'all, man, that this is just some bullshit, man. There's no way in the world you want to have this dude walk up in the hospital and kill 2 people. He's a 4-time offender. Nigga did over 8 years or whatever in the state, and he's not on the terrorist list. He's not on the watch list. You know why he ain't on the watch list? Because he's working for the CIA, the FBI. They let these type of people back out so they can go out there and kill. You understand what I'm saying? You already know I did tick before, but I came out with a new mind. You see what I'm saying? If I still had the old mind, then I wouldn't be on no damn watch list. They'd be using me to go out here and commit crime and all this dumbass shit. Look, man, the world is a psyops. This is new, Daily Dallas shooting. You know what I mean? This was only 2 days ago. You can check it out. You can finish the video if you want to. Now, man, I'll see if I can post a link if I remember to do it. But I'm just letting you know, man, if you're a target individual and you know damn well you can't walk outside, it don't matter if you got this. It don't matter if you got any. You ain't got to have nothing. You can walk outside butt-ass naked. Go in the woods, and if you a target individual, they going to find you. I'm just tired of the bullshit. I'm just tired of the lies, man. They keep lying to these people. They keep on lying, and the people just believe the bullshit. And then they look at you like you crazy. Like they look at you like you just an ordinary person. How do you know what's going on? That's how motherfuckers look at you when you try to tell people what's going on. I'm trying to tell you that the world is a cesspool, and if you don't know that by now, if you don't know that the world is a cesspool, then you're gonna be the one that's gonna get gaffled up and get sunked or sucked, pulled inside this matrix. And it ain't gonna be no hope for you. It ain't gonna be no hope for you, man, because this world is built on lies, man. And that's fucked up for these 2, all right, rest in peace to these 2 hospital workers that lost their lives because there was no security there. There was no security there to watch these people. But let me go in a hospital. Let me walk up in the hospital, y'all. Look at this goofy looking motherfucker. Let me walk up in the hospital. They're gonna have, this is where he need to be. This is where this clown ass nigga need to be. Let me walk up in the hospital and shit. They're gonna have cops. They're gonna have security. They're gonna have gang stalkers. They're gonna have every fucking body dressed in colors to be around me. And I ain't fucking with nobody. But yet and still you let this motherfucking dick face motherfucker walk up in the damn hospital and just open fire on people. And ain't nobody there. Ain't nobody there to watch this motherfucker. It's a sick world, people. The world is fucked, man.
Hernandez shot caseworker Jacqueline Pequot.
Yeah, a lot.
On the Methodist Hospital case, on the day of the shooting, there was a warrant for Hernandez's arrest because his monitor showed he had violated curfew. State officials say the parole officer called him and showed he went to the hospital for the birth of his child, and the warrant was withdrawn. Hernandez was not arrested, and because he was wearing a curfew monitor, not a GPS tracker, authorities had no idea where he was. Not a GPS tracker, authorities had no idea where he was. Curfew monitor, not a GPS tracker, authorities had no idea where he was. Curfew monitor, not a GPS tracker, authorities had no idea where he was. A curfew monitor, not a GPS tracker, authorities had no idea where he was. A curfew monitor, not a GPS tracker, authorities had no idea where he was until shots rang out on the labor and delivery unit.
I'm being watched. Oh boy, okay. Look, dude, there are millions of uploads, okay? They don't have the manpower to watch us all the time. You're fine. I've been on point patrol in Iran. You can feel the eyes. As soon as I fall asleep, they peek inside my head.
This is a repeated pattern. What y'all see, you only see what you see in the video. I see this every day. Every fucking